Voice of Indonesia, the overseas service of Radio Republic Indonesia, broadcast in 9 language services: English, French, German, Dutch, Spanish, Arabic, Mandarin, Japanese, and Indonesian. Voice of Indonesia is broadcast via shortwave 3325 kHz and 4755 kHz, and via streaming on voinews.id and RRI Digital on mobile application. We present various programs for you: Diplomatic Forum, The Session, Indonesian Wonder, Miscellany, Let's Speak Bahasa Indonesia, Indonesian pop and regional songs, international musical entertainment, as well as news and information about Indonesia and abroad. Voice of Indonesia, from Indonesia to the world.
Voice of Indonesia, from Indonesia to the world. VOA listeners, today's special interview presents you about Basarnas, Indonesia's National Search and Rescue Agency, which is committed to providing reliable and effective rescue services to save lives on land and at sea. This mission aligns with the vision and mission of the Indonesian President and Vice President, and under the new leadership of President Prabowo Subianto and Vice President Gibran Raka Buming Raka. The agency is expected to contribute to Asta Cita vision, namely 8 key goals for national development through swift, well-coordinated, and impactful rescue operations. And beyond emergency response, Basarnas focuses on prevention, public awareness, and partnership. A recent memorandum of understanding with Radio Republik Indonesia, Indonesia's public broadcasting institution, aims to strengthen communication and preparedness. And today we speak with Director of Potential Development at Indonesia's National Search and Rescue Agency, Bapak Agus Haryono, to learn more about the agency's support for Asta Cita, their 2025 targets, recent rescue successes, and the role of RRI in achieving their mission. So, thank you so much for joining us, Bapak Agus Haryono.
You're welcome, Mbak Ratma. Good morning, Mbak Rahma. Good morning, everybody, listeners of Radio Republik Indonesia. Very nice to see you on air.
Very nice to see you too, Bapak Agus. It's a pleasure to have you here. So just like we told our listeners about the new Prabowo Gibran administration, about its Asta Cita vision, how will Basarnas, or the Indonesia's National Search and Rescue Agency, contribute to supporting Asta Cita, and in what ways can the agency align with the program?
Yeah, thank you, Mbak Rahma. Basarnas, as the government agency with main task is providing search and rescue services to the public in the Indonesian responsibility area. Of course, always supports the Asta Cita and has important and significant contribution in supporting that government program in some aspects. The first aspect is strengthening national defense and security. We know that search and rescue services and also disaster management is an integral part of the national defense and security system, because it can prevent and reduce loss of life due to an emergency situation or disaster. And quoting what was said by head of Basarnas, Air Marshal Muhammad Shafi'i, that saving a life is not just a duty to do, but it is a form of a state investment in the future of the nation. This is a very, very valuable quotation, because we know that one living person is more valuable than thousands of the dead people, because living person will directly be able to contribute to strengthen national defense and security to be a strong and developed nation. That's why Basarnas Basarnas job is saving life. Therefore, Basarnas has a valuable contribution to the development of this republic. And the second aspects, the contribution of Basarnas to the Astagita is improving the development of human resource quality with a reliable and good search and rescue services and disaster management system. Indonesia will be able to reduce negative impact of disaster, particularly loss of life, thereby improving the Indonesian life qualities and well-being. If we have an effective and efficient disaster management system, the people are well educated and aware of search and rescue and safety. Of course, it will literally increase their capability to maintain harmony with the nature and understand how to respond a life-threatening condition. And if they train for self-evacuation capability, of course, when an emergency situation happen, the people can be able to rescue themselves, not entirely independent on the search and rescue team assistance. This is very important to improve the human resource capability, especially to save their own life from all the life-threatening situation. And then that's Basarnas can contribute to the Astagita already declared by our president, Mr. President. So that is what Basarnas can provide to the government and to the Indonesian people, Mbak Rahma.
Okay. Pak Agus, specifically for 2025, what are Basarnas targets that you can reveal?
Yeah. We aware that Indonesia is a big country with more than 280 million people population, and Indonesia is prone to disasters. Almost all type of disaster exist in Indonesia, like earthquake, tsunami, volcanic eruption, and flood, and then typhoon, landslide, and also transportation accident. So if we observe nowadays, the trend of disasters like earthquake, flood, and also volcano eruption occurs quite frequently. We can observe almost every day we have earthquake in Indonesia. Sometimes we cannot prevent disaster, but we can reduce and mitigate the negative impact of this disaster. We can reduce and mitigate the impact by maintaining and strengthening preparedness to prevent and anticipate such negative impact. And that's why Basarnas always improve its capabilities and performance to be professional and modern in serving search and rescue services, as well as always makes a good partnership and collaboration with all the stakeholders, including RRI, Radio Republik Indonesia, to work together in serving search and rescue to the public. And if search and rescue needed when a disaster or accident happen, Basarnas, of course, can save life as many as possible. That is our target. So whenever accident happen, whenever disaster happen, Basarnas target is how to be able to save life as many as possible. And to achieve this goal, Mbak Rahma, Of course, Basarnas cannot alone. So collaboration, partnership, cooperation, and synergy with all stakeholders, success come from the other government institution, armed force, national police, local government, uh, search and rescue volunteers, and also from the media. They are the stakeholder that we call search and rescue potential. So the cooperation and partnership very essential, and this is very important to support Basarnas job in saving life, because really search and rescue is not a simple, is not an easy job, but this is a hard and complicated with high risk job. That's why we must be together to carry out search and rescue services in Indonesia. And under national law on number 29, 2014, on search and rescue, Basarnas might request the resources or assistance from the stakeholders or SAR potential to support search and rescue operation. The support provided by the SAR potential or by the stakeholders can be the support of personnel or human resources, and then search and rescue facilities, technology, animal, and other assistances can be provided to assist Basarnas when we are conducting search and rescue mission, Mbak Rahma.
Okay, and speaking of the collaboration, the cooperation that you mentioned before, recently the Indonesia's National Search and Rescue Agency, Basarnas, signed a Memorandum of Understanding or MOU with Radio Republik Indonesia. So could you tell us what the main focus of this MOU is, Pak Agus?
Yeah. The main focus of the Memorandum of Understanding between Basarnas and RRI is to establish cooperation and partnership in search and rescue operation in the context of mission publication and search and rescue information exchange. And beyond the search and rescue operation, we also establish partnership and collaboration in strengthening safety education to Indonesian citizens. This is very important, but because Basarnas implements community-based search and rescue strategy. So the search and rescue based the community to support Basarnas. So Basarnas, we empower and also train the search and rescue potential and also the community to be able to carry out self-rescue or self-evacuation when emergency happen. So as I did mention before that when the bad situation happen, like accident or disaster, so everybody can be do self-rescue or self-evacuation, and also assist or help another, saving another life while waiting for the SAR team coming to the location. Because we cannot predict when the disaster or accident happen. So the preparedness of the local people is very important to make sure that everybody safe when the bad situation happen. And that we are the resources of Basarnas is very limited. The personnel is not many, and also the SAR facilities. Basarnas, of course, cannot, arrive, cannot exist everywhere in the most rapid time because of the distance, for example. When the accident happen, when the bad situation happen, of course, Basarnas sometimes is far away, not nearby, and we have golden time. The golden time is very critical time to save life. So when rescue team cannot arrive quickly in the on scene in the location, so it is very effective to train the people to save themselves while waiting for assistance arrive on scene. So this is the effective strategy to reduce loss of life when the bad situation happen. So again, as the eldest radio in Indonesia, RRI reach every corner of Indonesia, including remote areas. So this make it very effective for quick search and rescue dissemination and safety related news to the community. So this is very useful for Basarnas, the support from RRI, how to disseminate search and rescue information, how to disseminate, to broadcast safety to the community. So this is also part of early warning system that RRI can contribute to the public. And Basarnas and RRI, representing the government, we work together to ensure the safety of Indonesia through operation, mission shift, through operation and mission, search and rescue, and also safety education to strengthen the capacity of the people to respond the emergency situation. Yeah, that is the main focus in MOU between Basarnas and RRI, Mbak Rahma.
Yes, hopefully Radio Republik Indonesia as a public broadcasting institutions may contribute to support Basarnas vision and mission, especially in realizing reliable and effective search and rescue operations through its programs and events. And previously you also mentioned about risky job here in the National Search and Rescue Agency. So could you share with us the story of Basarnas' recent success in rescuing a foreign national in Mount Rinjani? Because we know how the agency managed to successfully carry out the mission, and what lessons can be learned from this case, and what message can we share with the listeners?
Yeah, recent operation, recent mission for foreign mountain climbers on Mount Rinjani, Lombok, was quite dramatic, Mbak Rama, because it became, an international issue. And we had a golden time to rescue the survivors. But the success of operation actually depend on the quick response, weather condition, and also terrain condition. Response time itself was influenced by the speed of information delivery, the speed of the information we receive from the location, and the distance to the survivors' location. In case of Juliana Marin, Brazilian citizen, we quickly respond after receiving the information, but due to long distance and bad weather, so Basarnas and joint SAR team took almost 10 hours to arrive at the survivor position, at the Juliana position, where she had fallen into around 600 meters down to the cliff. This is a very difficult situation when the rescue team arrived on scene. at night, and bad weather and then difficult terrains prevented rapid evacuation by using helicopter. Even though we already prefer, we already use. The helicopters already arrive on scene on Mount Rinjani to support us for air medical evacuation, but because the bad weather and also the dangerous location of the Juliana, so it is impossible to use helicopter to evacuate Juliana. But in other cases, when we rescue other mountain climbers from Switzerland and also from Holland, the weather condition were much better and the survivor position also much easier to evacuate, that allowing Basarnas and joint search and rescue team to apply air medical evacuation by using helicopter. And thanks God, the survivors were successfully rescued. And the lesson learned from the Rinjani case is that no matter how advanced, how sophisticated our technology and equipment we have, we already use all the modern equipment, drone, helicopter, and also all rescue equipment. But it cannot always be able to overcome weather and natural obstacles. So we cannot actually defeat the nature, but we cannot defeat the weather. So what we can do, therefore, is it is important to make preventive measures to anticipate emergency situation, emergency condition in extreme locations such as in Mount Rinjani. Safe climbing management and also climbers' awareness of the rule in the national park are essential to prevent fatalities. And now Basarnas also developing a recommendation for safe climbing on Mount Rinjani, which will be submitted to the Minister of Forestry and also the national park in Rinjani. And last but not least, the lesson learned from this case is that good teamwork is the key success of search and rescue. So again, good teamwork. Because Basarnas and together with joint search and rescue team coming from the volunteers, coming from the armed force, police, and other institutions, we work together side by side under one command from SAR Mission Coordinator by Chief of Mataram SAR offices. We work together and we evacuate the survivors together. So actually there is no individual works in the field in Mount Rinjani. We always work as a team. That is the lesson learned we receive from this dramatic mission, Mbak Rahma.
Okay, Pak Agus, we never want a disaster happens, but if disaster happens, hopefully Indonesia's National Search and Rescue Agency, Basarnas, will always be able to ensure safety for everyone. Thank you so much, Pak Agus Haryono, Director of Potential Development at the National Search and Rescue Agency of Indonesia. Thank you so much for joining us.
Welcome, Mbak Rama. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Pak Agus. And listeners, that's our special interview for today. And stay tuned for more insightful and inspiring talks only on Voice of Indonesia, from Indonesia to the world.
Voice of Indonesia, the overseas service of Radio Republic Indonesia, broadcast in 9 language services: English, French, German, Dutch, Spanish, Arabic, Mandarin, Japanese, and Indonesian. Voice of Indonesia is broadcast via shortwave 3325 kHz and 4755 kHz, and via streaming on voinews.id and RRI Digital on mobile application. We present various programs for you: Diplomatic Forum, The Session, Indonesian Wonder, Miscellany, Let's Speak Bahasa Indonesia, Indonesian pop and regional songs, international musical entertainment, as well as news and information about Indonesia and abroad. Voice of Indonesia, from Indonesia to the world.